The night air is tinged with anticipation, and it is time to read some smashing fiction. Today's reading, Alucard and the Goblet of Fire.
Alucard and Harry Potter climbed the stairs to Dracula's lair. Wow, it must be tough to the heart to fight your own dad, Harry Potter said. Yeah, Alucard said melancholy, but it has to be done. Dracula has committed uncommittable crime against humanity and the forces of goodness. He must be stoked, even if it means killing my own dad. Anyway, Alucard and Harry Potter got to the top of the stairs to Dracula's lair. They opened the door to Dracula's lair. Be prepared for anything. Dracula uses black, dark magic. Well. If it isn't my good-for-nothing rouge son Alucard and that pesky boy Harry Potter. I hate you both. Now how about you? Dracula stand up from his seat, throw his drink on the floor, and throwed fireballs at the two heroes. Alucard said, I'm sorry, father, but I must kill you now, and casted Soul Sphere magic spell. The Soul Sphere balls went and hit Dracula. Ah, it burns! Dracula recalled in pain. Now! Harry Potter casted Avada Kedavra, and it sealed Dracula in the void. He was dead, and the Soul Sphere balls sealed his powers inside the void. This is for the humans who populate this world. This is for all that is good. Harry Potter put his staff down. It was over. The fight was won. Alucard luicked at the floor. He had to kill his own father to save the world. It was worth it.
This has been a scholarly reading of smashing fiction. The night air is tinged with anticipation, and it is time to read some smashing fiction. Today's reading, a classic tale of the coolest raider.
Fallout 3, the story of the coolest motherfucker raider in the wasteland. This story is about a cool raider, and it contains a load of swearing because he is a cool raider, and everyone knows that cool raiders swear. Oh yeah, the story is that he goes on an adventure. One day I shot some wastelander twat-face in the groin and laughed as he fell to the floor groaning. But then I got bored. I shouted at my bitch fuck raiders. Come on, you motherfuckers! Let's go kick some ass in Megaton! Tick Helmet Raider dude decided to open his stupid mouth. But sir, the twat said, the main character dude blew up Megaton by the decree of Tenpenny! Shut the fuck up! I shouted and shot him in his tick helmet face. You should have seen it was cool. His head blew off his body and totally landed on the ground. So we traveled to Megaton. It was blew up. I swore at Megaton. Let's go! I shouted. Combat Knife Raider said, where are we going? And I said, Tenpenny Towers. We walked to Tenpenny Towers. On the way, we shot a rad scorpion, a rad roach, 3 dog, and a wastelander. When we got to Tenpenny Towers, we saw the main character walking out of Tenpenny Towers. I walked up to him, and he shot me in the arm. Then he killed me. Fuck.
This has been a scholarly reading of smashing fiction. The night air is tinged with anticipation, and it is time to read some smashing fiction. Today's reading,
Bidoof and Bidoof. Bidoof walks on the barrage. Hi, Bidoof,
said other Bidoof. Not much, what is up with you, Bidoof? Said Bidoof.
Nothing really. I just felt like talking walks.
Said Bidoof. That's cool, can I walk with you? Said Bidoof.
Sure you can, but you have to keep up, lol.
Said Bidoof.
Bidoof and Bidoof walked together. They go to the pond and swims together.
I like to swim a lot, said Bidoof.
Me too,
Said Bidoof.
Bidoof, why are you talking to yourself?
Said Bidoof.
Oh, sorry, Nivum.
Said Bidoof. Well, actually, I do like to swim a lot too, said Bidoof.
That's cool.
Said Bidoof. Do you think it is okay to liek Pokemon with the same sign by their name? You know, like we both have that blue one, but is it okay if we, like, really like each other? Said...
Ew, no, I don't like you that way, Bidoof.
Said Bidoof. Well, I was just asking if that's okay, said Bidoof.
I has been think, Bidoof. I want to evolve, cause there is only so much I can do as Bidoof.
Said Bidoof. But, said Bidoof. I thinks we are friend! What will I do when you aren't Bidoof? Said Bidoof.
I make you older. Even Pokemon get older. I am getting older too.
Said Bidoof.
I don't wanna grow up!
Said Bidoof.
Look, I can't help it if I am matures and you isn't.
Said Bidoof. Urge the Sam! Said Bidoof.
Look, I'm sorry. But things change, Bidoof. We're into the same people we were when we were kids and swims in pond.
Said Bidoof.
What?
Said Bidoof.
Oh, sorry. But, I guess this is goodbye.
Said Bidoof.
Bidoof started cry as Bidoof left. The next day, Bidoof was on a brige.
Bidoof, is that you?
Said Bidoof.
No. Barrel Noah. Sorry, kid.
Said Babarrel.
What? No! Still to Sam Pokemon on the inside!
Shot Bidoof. Bidoof, I am at level 22, Noah. We're not children anymore. Let herself evolve.
Said Babarrel.
No! I like being Bidoof!
Said Bidoof.
Oh, I am better than you, Noah. I don't need you anymore!
Said Babarrel.
What? You haven't got any old. We still same age.
Shot Bidoof. Yeah, well, we are both level 22. Except I act my level, and you act like a level 9.
Said Babarrel.
Yeah, well, in Super Smash Brothers, level 9 is the strongest.
Said Bidoof.
Yeah, well, if there was a level 22 in Super Smash Brothers, wouldn't that be stronger than a level 9?
Said Babarrel.
I didn't think that at the time I talks.
Said Bidoof.
Well, I win, ha ha!
Said Babarrel.
I'm not Urferned no more, cries Bidoof. God, cause I don't want Fernets with idiots!
Said Babarrel!
And they stop being friend forever.
This has been a scholarly reading of Smashing Fiction. The night air is tinged with anticipation, and it is time to read some smashing fiction. Today's reading:
Keyblade Rosario, Evil Hearts. Okay guys, this is a new story, and I'm still working out bugs, so I can type better, and not have interruptions. So wish me luck!
Sora POV.
I walked down the hallway of Redemption Academy. It's all monster school, for a few human exceptions that includes me. But I'm on my way to class. After all, it is a high school. My first class is to room 1-3. That's on the other side of the building. I mumble, I'm never gonna make it to class. Then something runs into me and I fall to the floor as someone speaks up. They said, are you alright? I nodded. I said, yeah, I'm just fine. No thanks to you! I pick up my necklaces and stare at the girl in front of me. She had long pink hair and green eyes so beautiful, and she smelled like cinnamon. I help with her stuff, then I take off running to class. When I arrive to class, I have a minute, and I sigh deeply before the class stares at me. I sit down in the classroom, hoping no one notices me. Even though I just said they were all looking at me. Someone tapped my shoulder, and I look up to see the girl from before. She said, you dropped your necklace back there. I looked at my necklace and saw it was my rosary, so I grabbed it. I said, thank you. I put on my necklace under my shirt and I smiled softly at her and she smiled back. And I noticed she had a rosary as well. Well, how ironic is that? I looked at her. I said, my name's Sora. She said, my name's Mocha. I forget how she talks, okay? She sits down next to me and we talk until the bell rings, which isn't very long. Teacher says, welcome to Redemption Academy, everyone. I grumbled and started reading about spells and the different creatures in this school, such as zombies and classified monsters. I liked reading it a lot, and I thought it was interesting enough until the teacher yelled at me. The teacher said, "Sora! Put that book away!" I nodded and put my book away. I heard a roar! The warning siren stared, blaring after. "Red alert, all students report to dorms," the announcer said, directional. Mocha and I stand up, we ran beside each other towards the roaring noise. I looked to see an orc, and we both grumble. Freaking orc over here thinks he's so cool. I looked at Mocha. I hold tightly to her as he attacks. We both grab each other's rosaries. I looked into her green eyes and I smiled. I got grabbed by my foot and screamed loudly before he threw me across the room, and I land and slide across the floor. Mocha comes over and says, "Sora, are you alright?" I nodded and had a bleeding head. My arm throbbed, and I felt horrid. My mind throbbing and feeling like it's going to explode. She grabs my rosary accidentally, yanking too hard. And I had the same instinct to pull hers off, and we both glowed at the same time as this guy speaks. When the rosary seals are removed, Mocha and Sora's inner selves awaken. Roxas POV. I open my eyes and see in a mirror that I have blonde hair and blue eyes. Mocha has white hair and red eyes. Her voice doesn't sound innocent, and some sort of weapon appears in my hand. We both say, "So you're the idiot that woke me!" We both prepare to fight. I call for ultimate weapon. The Keyblade appears. Me and Mocha fight at the same time, and the battle takes a mere 10 seconds. Mocha yelled, "To your place!" I grumbled. She kicked him across the floor. You could hear, "Yes sir, yes ma'am." We both looked at each other before we speak and talk with each other. I said, "My name's Roxas." Mocha said, "My name's Mocha. You're pretty handy to keep around." She hands me my rosary and I hand Mocha her rosary, and we both smile at each other, her fangs showing. I smiled softly, and my arm still slightly throbbing. I said, "Hey, I guess we're a team now and promise to keep a secret." Mocha nodded a little annoyed. We both hold our rosaries. I said, "Together on 3, okay?" She nodded, rolling her eyes. She is totally different from the sweet Mocha that I know. 1, 2, 3! Click! We both clicked our rosaries onto our chains. Mocha gets her pink hair back and her green eyes, while I black out and head towards the floor. Tell me what you think in the reviews! Seriously, why don't you let them ask questions if they want? Roxas, what are you doing? Boy, shut up. Is that me talking? Guys, there's no questions yet. Seriously, wait!
This has been a scholarly reading of Smashing Fiction.
What an astounding read that was. I should do a video on this. Come to think of it, it's been a while. When was the last... How long was I reading this for?
The return no one asked for a series nobody watched. It's time, once again, for Smashing Fiction. Today's reading, Fart Stories, Lady Urbosa, Breath of the Wild.
Cameron and Susie Vortex were doing well with each other. Cameron was panting. "Can't keep my heart pressure on track," he said. "I think that you are doing fine," Susie said. "Easy you to say. I'm going to get some water now," he said. "All right," she said. He is getting some water from his exhausting workout until he sees a Amazon-looking woman in front of him. She was tan and had red hair. Wowza! He thought. She had a gray sports bra and sweatpants with gold lining. Hello, ma'am? He said. "Hi," she said. "That's a beefy body you have here," he said as he blushed. Thanks. I'm Lady Urbosa. What's yours?" she asked. "Well, it's Cameron, didn't you were there," he said. "Okay," she said as she started doing her squats. "I love Amazon women nowadays, but I usually saw many of them. But I wish I can spend more time with them. At least you're the only one to be happy with," he said. "Thank you," she said as Susie came over. "Lady Urbosa is pretty strong like you, Susie. I am definitively get together," he said. Susie smiled as Lady Urbosa was sweating. Cameron was staring at her butt. She saw him stating and smiled. "Oh, baby," he said. She stopped and came to him. "How's it going?" he asked. "Fine. I was seeing you look at my butt," Lady Urbosa said. "Crap," he said. She giggled as she kissed his forehead. "Wait, you not upset?" he asked. "Nope, I think it's cute," she said. "The Amazon looker booty?" he asked. "Kinda. Susie told me a little about you," she said. "What did she say?" he asked. "How good of a person you are," she said. "That's pretty nice of her. We meet each other since the first day in gym. She has the biggest booty ever. I wish I want to smell her butt forever," he said. She giggled. "It was a long story," he said. "Okay then." Oh wait, that was her. "Okay then," she ayed as her stomach gurgled.
Anything all right, Urbosa? He asked.
She ripped a smelly fart. "Good smell," he said.
She smiled as she took off her sweatpants and showed her butt to him.
"Man, that's big," he said. "Why, thank you, Cameron," she said. He blushed. She wiggled her thick butt. Cameron rubs her butt cheeks. That feels good," she said. He continues. She farts in his face. Stinky in the good way, he said. "Okay," she said. "Let me lie down for you," he said. "Thanks," she said. He nods. She sat on his face. Cameron licked her sweaty booty. "Taste okay, but the smell is superior," he said. "Aw," she said as she flexed her ass. He gives her a thumbs up. She grinds on his face. Cameron sniffs her butt. "You really got the gasoline," he said. "Thanks," she said. "You don't have to say it twice," he said. "All right," she said. Cameron rubs her butt like at the spa. "This is amazing," she said. "We should keep doing this till the end," he said as he hugged her butt and smacked it. It jiggled. "Can you do me a favor?" she asked. "This butts can use as the hypothesis bad guy," he said. She smiled as she farted. He smelled them and loved it. She then got off of him. "Want to come over later?" she said. "Okay," he said. Yeah, that was it. That was the end. A little anticlimactic. And yes, I did say that about a story about farts. This was a terrible idea. Terrible video idea. And that was before YouTube started demonetizing everything.
2 people wrote that.
This has been a scholarly reading of Smashing Fiction.